Welcome back to the Void.
Hello there,
How are you doing?
General Kenobi.
Oh,
Shit.
fuck. I'm sorry.
Instinct.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you said it to yourself though. I should have. I apologize because I should have replied General Kenobi. General Kenobi.
I will say one thing quickly.
Yes.
As of this recording, it is the 15th of September, Tuesday, 2:16 p.m. AEST, and we still don't have a fucking Mandalorian trailer.
It's a month and a half away. It's less than a month and a half away.
It's ridiculous.
Like, wait. No, it's a month and a half away literally today.
Yeah, because it's...
half a month is about 15 days.
Holy shit. What the fuck, Disney?
Come on. It has to come out next week. You said you had a theory.
We'll start... Do you want to start off with Mandalorian stuff?
Yeah, sure.
This is the talk shit moment. So, today, this is very recent development.
Yep.
There were photos of The Mandalorian Season 2.
Right.
Kind of leaked.
Kind of leaked?
Kind of leaked.
Okay.
So, here's my theory about the trailer. I think it's going to come out tomorrow.
Okay.
Disney Plus releases in Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Luxembourg, Norway, Portugal, and Sweden tomorrow. All those countries tomorrow. And...
What? Oh, Disney... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Disney Plus. And they uploaded photos onto like the Mandalorian page where you view the show.
Show me them shits.
So here's the first one, Razor Crest, right next to an X-Wing.
Cool.
Next one is just Greef Karga, Cara Dune, just next to each other. That one's kind of like a headshot of Mando overlooking the X-Wing.
Uh-huh.
Next one, a few speeders, so scout troopers are back, hunting them down. And there was more here. Just a shot of Baby Yoda and his little baby cart thing.
What would you call it?
And then this one.
What is that?
It's a fucking boat on water.
But like, what?
It's a boat.
Is it a ship that can go underwater?
I don't know, but look at this.
They're on the boat again.
So they're on a boat.
Why are they on a boat? Fly.
And I'm guessing that this footage is from the trailer. So...
Oh, I hope so. I want a trailer now.
Yeah, so that happened, and I guess I can probably like post some of the photos. I guess if I can find them, maybe on the boys.
Run them by me, bro, and I'll have a look.
Yeah, I think we should start like posting more on the Instagram page and.
I'm trying to figure out what to because I shouldn't just be like, this week's episode's out. Go listen to it.
It's got to be more like news for stuff and stuff. Yeah. Which brings me to my next point.
Yes.
There has been a casting today.
Actually, wait. Before you get onto your news about casting, I want to bring up more Mandalorian things.
Oh, okay.
I finished my Mandalorian Lego set.
You did? Did we talk about this? Oh, no. We talked about
I had it. I bought it last week and I finished it. And I love it. It's good. Looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like it?
Oh, it's sick.
You haven't seen it in person, though, but I'll send you pictures.
Yeah.
And if anyone has gotten the Mandalorian Battle Pack thing and you do get the Razor Crest, you can fit the speeder from the battle pack into the back of the Razor Crest. And it just like fits in there. Like I feel like they meant to do that because those characters that come in the battle pack, right? So you know how it's like in the show, it's like you're not supposed to know who it is, like who a Mandalorian is, right? So the Mandalorian in the set has like a just completely black head. Like he doesn't have a face.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because they're going off of that sort of thing. And the Mandalorians in the battle pack also had that.
Oh.
So you could like put them together and sort of have them like,
but they would all.
But so I did that. So I put them in the ship, and I think it looks cool.
Sick.
But yeah, that's what I want to say.
Okay.
That was my only Mandalorian thing.
Okay.
Oh, and before
that's still good though.
Yeah, and I guess before we go any further, I just want to let people know, probably by the title again, this week's movie that we're going to be doing is The Lighthouse.
But
we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you going to say? Your casting news thing.
Casting news.
Okay. I don't know about it because you wanted to keep it for the podcast. Yeah. So what is it?
This morning.
Yes.
A man of the name of Jonathan Mayers, which I'll show you a picture of right now.
Okay. Yep. Looking at him. Very nice.
Has been cast.
Uh-huh.
In Ant-Man 3.
Uh-huh.
As Kang the Conqueror. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. I think.
Bro, he's going to be hyped up.
He's like OP as fuck, right?
Yeah, dude. Like, he's a BBEG right there. That's Thanos level.
Oh, really?
Right there. Yeah. I reckon they're going to hype him up and kind of like use him as the next big bad. A.
next big bad.
Yes, that's true.
I
A
don't-
would
I
be
don't-
good
I
because
don't
I'd
think-
like
I want
their-
more.
Yeah, same. We were talking about this last
Yeah,
week, how
I
we
want
want more than one.
I want more than one.
And
Give me
I
Doom.
specifically fucking listed
Doom.
Kang. And
I don't remember you mentioning Kang.
I for sure did.
I don't think you did.
I always mention Kang.
Well, you didn't last week. I think you might have meant to, but because I meant to mention oh my god,
How did
what
I
is
miss
his name?
Kang?
Is it not Galactus?
Colossus?
Who's Galactus?
Big boy. Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. It is Galactus. I was gonna mention Galactus last week
Yeah.
for Big Bad.
Oh, that'd be good. But he's
I don't-
basically unkillable. I don't know how you'd be able to win in a fight like that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I was gonna say that Kang is not an Ant-Man villain.
Yeah, that
This
was the
is
other
widely
thing.
known. Kang is mostly known as a Fantastic Four villain. So Ant-Man 3 could introduce
Fantastic Four or hint at them.
Yeah.
Who do you want for? Here's another question. Who do you want for Fantastic Four?
Oh,
I already know two of them.
Who?
John Krasinski and his wife
Yeah.
for Mr. Fantastic and
You know who
Elastigirl,
I recently
whatever her name is. Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
Elastigirl. I came across an actor who I thought would actually play a very good Human Torch.
Who?
Logan Lerman. Do you know
What's
who
he
that
in?
is? He's Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief dude. I'll look him up.
Yeah, nah, mate.
Oh, he's good. He's
Is
a
he?
good actor.
Okay.
And he was in a Amazon TV show. I forgot the name of it already.
Right.
Apparently it was shit, but he stood out in it. That's him. He's a good
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah, okay.
He's
I
from
see it.
Perks of Being a Wallflower. He was so good in that.
Oh, him?
Yeah, him.
The main dude in
He was
Perks of Being
in
Wall-
Fury.
Was he the main guy?
Yeah,
in
the
Perks of
main
Being
guy.
Wall- Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Fury
He's
as
good.
well. He was really good.
Human
in Fury.
Torch?
Yeah, because he has.
I don't know about Human Torch. I mean,
That's always a challenge, though.
I've only seen him in
Yeah,
Perks of Being a Wallflower, and he came across as that. I mean, that was the character, so that's what I got from him. But he came across as that sort of quieter,
yeah, that's true.
whatever. And I don't really see him being like the cocky.
Yeah, that's also true.
I'm the hot guy here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't like that. The energy doesn't really radiate. With
My
him.
secondary casting person for that though was I forgot his name. He's Australian. He was in Stranger Things season 2.
Season 2
Played Red Power
yep.
Ranger in the Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
I
Forgot
know-
his name.
I know who you're talking about.
What is his name?
I don't know,
He has a
but it's
weird
the one
name.
everyone's like, "Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god!" Yeah, he would make a good one actually. That's a good cast. I was gonna someone who sort of looks like him facial wise. I think maybe is Zac Efron.
Yeah,
And I was
I
gonna
feel like
mention-
Zac Efron's a bit too old.
I think he's getting too old now.
Yeah, his time has passed.
Um,
Dacre Montgomery.
yeah.
Him.
Dacre.
Dacre. He would be an amazing.
Wait, show me the name. I want to see if I can.
Dacre.
Yeah, okay. Mr. We're just gonna call him Mr. Montgomery because that
Mr.
sounds cool.
Montgomery.
That
yes.
sounds like a fucking villain itself.
Yeah.
He should play Mr. Montgomery in some
Fuck yeah.
movie. No, that's actually a good cast. I agree with that one.
About Thing.
CGI.
Just see, but who voice?
Dunno.
Who does a Vin
know.
Diesel voice?
No.
No,
Fuck off, Vin Diesel. Who else? Who could? I don't know. I'm just trying to think. You know who I think would actually make a good one of him?
Who?
The guy who played Kingpin.
Oh,
Daredevil.
Vincent
Something. Wait now.
He
was a good
would- yeah,
Kingpin, but I feel like he has the look.
He has the
already.
voice too.
Yeah. Yeah, he does too. Hey, fuck.
Someone else who I thought might have the voice for it, but they're a bit
Yeah.
old. But still, they kind of have a good voice and a good acting voice. Is the guy that plays Sully from Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah, okay.
He has
that'd be
like
good.
a cool
That'd
deep
be
voice.
good.
He's in a lot of movies too. Oh,
No, I've got to know my people.
John Goodman.
Yeah, okay.
He would make a good thing.
No,
Just like
the guy,
voice.
No, get the guy who plays Mark Wazowski.
Billy Crystal.
I don't
Look
know his
at him.
name.
That Mike Wazowski.
Is that Mike? Jesus Christ.
But this is Thing. It's from
Yeah, that
12
works.
21.
He looks a bit old, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I got some stuff here.
All right, let's
One
go.
thing that's going to be here every week that I
Yeah.
should do was, how was your week?
Oh, well, first of all, I got a laptop.
Cool. You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Play games?
Yeah.
That's what it's for, right?
Yeah, and Twitter. I
Yeah.
seem to interact more with people on Twitter when I have the laptop because I want to type.
Ah, okay.
And then go.
And a phone is just like swipe, swipe,
exactly.
swipe, swipe, swipe.
Press some buttons,
Yeah, fair enough.
But laptop, you're like, ooh, I can write some sentences.
That's
now.
good.
I'll play some games on it.
Yes.
That's about it.
Cool.
Yeah, listen to
Sounds
music
fun.
and stuff, dude.
Sounds
yeah.
fun. Nah, I've been working. That's all I've been doing, really.
Hell yeah. I didn't work it that much last week. I got no
fair
pay.
enough.
No pay.
Oh, sad. Sad time.
Yeah, bro.
I was going to say, bought some records recently.
What to buy?
There's these guys. If anyone doesn't listen to them, I think you should. They're really cool and they're really, really chill. So if you're not into so much chill stuff, then maybe it's not for you. But there's two guys called Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn. They have an album called Breathing Exercises that came out this year. They're pretty small, like in the scheme of, big artists that everyone listens to type of thing.
Yeah.
And so I got their record and
What are their names again?
Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn.
They sound like Batman villains.
They sound good.
I
like the names.
Batman villains.
I like the names a lot.
That's so cool. I like
They're English and they're good. Who else? I ordered the Record Store Day Cherry Bomb vinyl that came out a couple weeks ago, and that came today. Actually, I got it when I went home.
Nice.
I was there, and I was like, "Fucking, let's go!" But I'm still waiting on. I just got a Flume one, and I'm waiting on the Amine. I got an Amine one because he had an album that came out this year, but that's going to come in like 4 months because it's a pre-order. So
nice.
Long time until that one.
Cool. I got a email from. I think it was Ticketek because one of my concerts got cancelled.
Yeah.
I was going to Holy Holy.
That's right.
And
did it get cancelled?
Yeah, completely cancelled.
Oh.
But you could either get a refund or they had a COVID consolation pack, which comes with a shirt, limited edition, access to a new song soon.
Are you doing this?
Oh yeah, I've already gotten it.
Okay.
Advanced like options for the next tour.
Cool.
So premium tickets, whatever you fucking call it.
Yep.
And something else, and I forgot. But it's really cool. And I didn't really get a refund, but it was worth, the $60
you getting
that
a
I
shirt
paid for the ticket. Yeah, because then
that's all right. If it's cheaper, then that's all right.
Yeah.
I got 2 trailers that came out.
Ooh,
this
yeah.
week.
Trailer time.
So first one we're going to brush over quickly just because there's already been trailers for this. 007 James Bond trailer came out.
The new one.
It was a new one.
That came out last Tuesday, and I was going to talk about it, but then I forgot.
Yeah. So that was it could have been a last week thing.
Yes.
But yeah, it looks good.
The trailer
I'm still keen for it.
Awesome.
It's the last one for Daniel Craig, hey?
I don't know.
I think it is. It's his last Bond film. That's why in the film it's like there's a new 007 thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it looks good. Looks like
The
your
007
Bond
is female.
Yeah. It looks like your
The Force is female.
it looks like your like Bond action stuff.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah. And the other one which I'm more excited about, I think, June.
Yes.
That actually came out.
That looks
it looks really cool. I haven't seen the original film.
Mm.
But I want to see if I can try and get the book.
Oh.
And try and read the book before I see the movie.
I already said that. I tried to read the plot on Wikipedia and got absolutely fucking lost.
The book might be better.
Yeah, definitely.
I
might even watch the old movie.
Yeah, maybe.
See if that makes sense.
Maybe you do that. I'll read the book and then we'll talk about.
Ooh.
So then
we can have
one of us
contrast.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That sounds cool.
But Timothy, I think this is going to be a really big role for Timothy Jefferjeff. Do you think? Because I think like this looks like a fucking huge movie.
Because I've already heard very, very, big things about it. Like, I've seen a lot of, workers on the movie, like producers and stuff, say that it's a mixture of Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, perfectly in the middle.
That looks like that, actually.
And
there was one shot, I'm like, this could be a fucking Star Wars movie. It's like when all the people are there and the ships are like just there. And like look, that like overhanging ship looks like a fucking Star Destroyer from the bottom.
And that one of the first shots, how they were saying there's a crusade coming and then they go over to like a mountain and there's like sets of different battalions in like a massive army. That looks like something ripped out of Lord of the Rings.
Really?
It's insane.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry.
We got to get onto that.
Yeah. Fuck.
I thought we were getting fucking hacked for some shit.
Nah, mate.
That was good.
Okay. Well,
these are getting better.
It's time for the Lighthouse, I think.
Also known as Robert Pattinson wank film.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
It's just fucking hell.
Robert Pattinson's sex tape.
Okay, so you've seen this movie how many times?
Once with you a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago. I watched my second time sort of yesterday and then finished it this morning.
Okay. I haven't really looked up that much on it.
I looked up a little bit just so we had some info to go off of and whatever. I should have wrote some down. There's some of it I'm going to say is going off memory, and some is going to be off what I've got written down here.
Sick.
For the stuff that is sort of basic about this movie that we'll just sort of get out of the way. This movie is directed by American filmmaker Robert Eggers.
Hell yeah.
Some of that
I'm going to look at what else he's done.
That could have been a very bad word because you said fucking and then you said
I said Eggers. His name is Eggers.
I know, but you could, it could sound like a different word with a different little bit of a
He's pretty young
on the How old is he?
Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say here, but just look at him. You don't look like an old fella.
No, he's probably late 20s, early 30s, I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's his movie. I think it's his latest movie. His next movie, I forget the name that's coming out.
They're all very, very, morbid films.
There's the Witch that he did, and apparently that's really good. That was his previous one. Apparently that was really good.
Yeah.
But I think that's another this film is an A24 film, by the way.
Yeah. Just look at his filmography.
Yeah.
There is not a poster with color on it.
No, not at all.
Not at all. This guy's known for his very, gothic kind of films.
Have you seen The Witch?
No, but I want to.
Okay.
I think that's just me being lazy, not getting around to it. But
that's fair enough.
The same with the Lighthouse. It looks very morbid.
Yes. Very. Yeah. It's a So I would say that this movie is sort of like an era piece. Would you say the same thing?
The fuck's an era piece?
So it's like a movie that's like, I guess, is set in a time, right?
Yeah.
And is really leaning on that, and that's and that's like the point of like, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like in that time whenever, right, and it's trying to capture that sort of time period in the film and trying to get you like familiar with the time period.
Oh yeah,
do you know when it's set? I got it here, but I'm not going to let you say it. I'm going to tell you. If you
1800s.
Fucking smack on.
Yeah, 1856.
There's no year.
Oh,
it's just said so late 19th century, so late 1800s.
Yeah.
So probably like 1890s, 1880s, I think. But
it makes sense because when they speak of different jobs and stuff that they had in the films, Robert's character was a lumberman.
Yeah, he
before
did a lot
he became a sailor,
woodwork,
and shit like that. And I guess that's just a sign of the times. I guessed that was the kind of jobs they had in the 1800s.
Yeah, not so much now.
Not so much.
A lot of computer stuff happening right now.
Oh yeah, the robots cut the trees.
Who do you think is the? Maybe I shouldn't say this yet. I won't say that yet. I'll ask you in a sec. But
all right, go.
So. Robert Egg, I can't remember that there's some sort of story. I think it's actually called. I think it's a Willem. What's that? Fucking Willem Dafoe. I think it's like a. Oh my god, I don't know the name. It has the name like O in it, like OE, like Poe or Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh yes,
I think there's a story or something by Edgar Allan Poe called The Lighthouse.
Oh wow,
I know, right? And I think someone close to Robert Eggers said, "Oh, like he I think he got him to." Check it out, and then he was like, maybe you should do your own sort of rendition of it. So that's what this movie is. It's his own rendition of the.
I didn't know that.
The I think that's sort of like where he got the inspiration from.
Edgar Allan Poe is also a very gothic, poet.
Yes,
and he has very dark.
Edgar Allan poet.
Yeah.
Dumb. That was stupid.
We tell jokes on this podcast.
Yeah, we tell jokes because we're funny.
Jokes.
Not really. I'm not funny.
I have read some of Edgar Allan Poe's pieces.
Okay.
Back when I was doing year 12, year 11.
Fuck school.
Poetry and shit. And I hate
school.
I really liked his stuff. I should probably read up more on it and more like poetries.
Yeah.
But I don't remember which ones I wrote. All I remember is that they were really engaging. Like
okay.
They made you think.
Yeah.
They really made you think.
Good. So it's like an era piece.
Yeah.
Late 1800s. And I think that it really shows that, especially with the style, like the stylistic choices that the film takes, like the weird ratio, like the weird almost square ratio. I think it's really bold to do.
Yeah,
and I think he nails it
for sure. And like, you barely even notice it. Like as you progress into the film,
you just get drawn in.
Yeah, exactly. So I reckon that choice to have that kind of ratio in the film just fits. It fits the film. It feels like you're watching a really old film as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're watching something from, what year was it? 2018? 2019?
It came out last year. I think. Yeah, it did. Because it was for Oscars, remember?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so it came out last year. It's 2019 movie. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if I've said this already. I said that this week's was the Lighthouse.
Yes.
But the next 3 weeks.
Oh, we didn't say this.
So these next 3 weeks are going to be Robert Pattinson based movies, and no, we're not fucking doing Twilight. Okay, that is for another time in the future.
Twilight,
way far away.
You can't have a Robert Pattinson like little series, because we always do like mini series. It's like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think 3 is three is a magic number, but yeah,
but like you can't add Twilight to that because
that's its own
saga.
Thing.
It's a saga.
Like, okay, the only reason why we're doing Robert Pattinson, because this week, literally in 2 days, so the day this comes out, the movie would have come out. I think.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
So the movie that we're going to be doing next week is The Devil All the Time. I'm actually quite excited for that. It's starring Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, I should say.
Yep.
And Sebastian Stan's in it. There's some other people that I'm forgetting names of, but they're the 3 that stood out to me, I think. And we were going to do, I was thinking, maybe we should do Tom Holland movies or do some movies by the director.
Yeah.
The guy who did it, but I looked up the guy, and like the movies have been rated good, the ones that the guy's done, but I have never heard of them.
Maybe that's why we should have done them.
Maybe.
I guess we can always.
But the thing is, like, people, I don't know why people have heard of the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And over the course of the next 2 weeks, we're watching Devil all the time, and then the 3rd week we're watching Good Time,
which is another. So yeah, we're doing. So we came to the conclusion that we'll do Robert Pattinson movies, just because I think, like, because Tom Holland's. So yeah, what my point was, we eliminated the director, like we killed him, like he's dead.
He's dead.
You know what I mean? So we killed the director. I'm kidding. We got rid of him of our list of movies to do for the next 3 weeks, right? Because his movies are sort of like I've never heard of them.
Yeah,
right.
That's fair.
We got rid of Tom Holland, even though he's the lead in this week's movie coming up. I mean, in the movie coming out this week.
You can only really judge him like
Spider-Man
and The Impossible. Or is it The Impossible?
Yeah, it was The Impossible. I haven't seen it, but Annie said it was good.
I've seen it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's got Ewan McGregor in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good.
He jumps in front of the tidal wave and he's like, "Hello there."
Nice.
And the tidal wave smacks his head.
He kills the tidal wave.
Yeah, exactly.
You rearrange the letters in tidal wave, you get General Grievous.
Bro.
You don't.
But yeah, I guess that's how we came to a conclusion. Plus, Robert Pattinson's extremely popular,
and he's doing good right now.
He's doing really good right now.
So yeah, so
with his coronavirus and his
he'll be chill.
He'll be okay.
So yeah.
I did see that apparently he's doing really good, and they're looking to resume filming in like the late parts of this month.
Good.
So he's healthy.
Give me the Batman.
He's healthy, boy.
Yeah. So what I was saying was that. So that if we came to the conclusion that we'll do Robert Pattinson, there are some other people in the movie that probably have big roles, but I think Robert Pattinson is the go because I think he's going to be the antagonist sort of in the Devil All the Time.
All I know is that he's a supporting character in this movie.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't think he's a main.
Oh, I think he's not like a very side character though.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's characters who are going to have motives around him.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I mean. So that's we chose him.
I still have no idea what that movie's about. I'm really excited.
Looks good.
I was going to say, how are we going to watch it?
Netflix.
Do they have the thing that Disney Plus is bringing out?
What?
Like
where you have to pay?
No, partner sharing. There's like not partner sharing. There's like
I don't care. We'll figure it out. You don't have to watch it. We don't have to watch it the same place. You just make sure you watch it before. You know what I mean?
Yay! Anyway, Lighthouse.
Back to Lighthouse. Sorry, I got off topic, but just so we get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So, who do you think steals the show?
Oh, in the movie.
in this movie?
I can't pick.
You can't pick?
There's no way. Willem Dafoe does just as good as a job as Robert Pattinson does.
Okay. Explain your reasoning.
First of all, the acting and how they, sell their character.
Yeah.
They're both so believable.
Yeah.
And Willem Dafoe's, character has such a strong accent and has, lines and scenes that are so long, and he just he perfects them.
Yeah.
There is one scene where he has a very long monologue.
Mm-hmm.
They're both drunk and they're talking about the lobster.
Yeah. And he's on the bed. Yeah.
And he has a really long monologue that goes for maybe tops of 2 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And he does not miss a word.
I don't think he blinks in that scene.
He probably doesn't blink.
There's a scene in the movie where he's talking for a long time and his eyes hardly don't blink at all, really.
Don't water.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and his his accent does not falter at all.
No.
He nails his accent as well.
I will say, I think because Willem Dafoe's accent makes me want to get used to Willem Dafoe's accent, if that makes sense. Hearing him talk makes me want to hear more talking from him. So then when Robert Pattinson talks in a different accent, I don't buy his accent as much because it's not as strong.
Yeah.
But that sort of disappears and that sort of idea in my head sort of goes away as the movie goes along.
Because in the beginning of the film, you're like, Robert's character, he's very quiet. He doesn't talk a lot. And then as soon as he talks, he's like,
he's not from the same places.
Exactly, yeah.
I think he's from somewhere in America.
Yeah.
At the late 1800s America, that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't. His accent doesn't come across as strong to me.
Yeah.
Because I guess his accent is a lot more vanilla.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's a lot more toned down or something. But whereas Willem Dafoe's is full on and he's in your face.
Yeah, which is perfect for the character that he's trying to sell.
Yes.
And, the contrast between the two characters too.
Yes.
It's perfect. I love it how, I'm just going to say it quick. I love how as the film progresses, their two characters, at the beginning, they're very two different characters.
Yeah.
One's very quiet, shy, doesn't talk much. One's very outgoing.
Yeah.
Tries to get him to talks about himself. And then as the film progresses, they kind of get closer. And then they basically by the end, they're kind of like the same character.
Yeah.
In the sense that they're both, loud. Robert's accent comes out full force.
A bit more, yeah.
And he's got very long lines and long monologues and, and he goes insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane, just like Willem Dafoe's character.
Yeah. I don't really have this in order. I'm just sort of going off what I'm thinking about in the movie. Who do you think is in the wrong?
Oh, when it comes to the light.
Not the light, just just with a sense of morality, and just sort of how they treat the other person, and what.
Just straight off the bat, probably Willem Dafoe's character.
Yeah, I would say so.
Thomas Wake, it's his light. Well, he can't own the light. That's probably the main thing. He's being so selfish.
What's in the light? We'll get to that. We'll talk about that later.
God, no
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so I think Willem Dafoe is in the wrong most of the film, but there are moments he's very manipulative. Well,
yes.
I think as an audience member or as a viewer of the movie, I think you're more supposed to be in line with Robert Pattinson's character.
Yeah.
Right? You're sort of trying to figure this old dude out. And then there's moments where, here's one I've got on top of my head, right? Robert Pattinson, what's his, Ephraim or something?
No, that's the other guy.
No, that's what he calls himself.
Oh, yes.
And then he changes
Winslow.
It's Ephraim Winslow, but then his name is Tommy.
Yeah.
His actual name is
Winslow.
Yeah, his name's
Thomas Howard.
His actual name actually is Thomas Howard, right? But he changed it to Ephraim Winslow because he killed Ephraim Winslow, and then Ephraim Winslow had a clean slate, and Thomas Howard didn't, which was him.
Same thing happened at the lumber mill, like he was talking about before.
This is what
that is what happened at the lumber mill.
That's what I'm telling you. So there's a scene where Tommy, because the only reason I didn't want to call him Tommy was because Willem Dafoe's character is called Thomas.
Yes.
But we'll call him Tommy and Thomas.
Tommy and Thomas.
Yep.
Cool.
Sound good?
Yeah.
So Tommy, right? I'll call him fucking Ephraim.
Yeah, just Winslow.
I'll call him Winslow and what's the other guy? Wick?
Wake.
Thomas Wick?
Wake. It's Wake.
Is it Wake or Wick?
Yeah, Wake.
Show
Thomas
me?
Wake. Wake and Winslow.
Okay. Yeah, so Winslow is trying to, he's like, I don't think, guess it's a fucking reawakening moment, and he decides to run out and get like the lifeboat because the people haven't come yet.
Yes.
Right? And then fucking
and he sees
Wake comes out and he's like, what? I like fucking screaming at him. And he's like, you're going to leave me here stranded, blah, blah, blah. And he fucking starts chopping the boat. And then Winslow runs away, right? Because he wants to get to, I don't know what he's trying. He's trying to get to something, I think. And then he gets back in the house and then Wake is like there, like catches up to him, right? And he starts like yelling at him or whatever. And then Wake says this thing when he's like you're losing it, like
yeah.
He says like you can't believe that you went and like destroyed the boat and then you were chasing me with the axe.
Yes,
right, but like that didn't happen. So that I think could be a way to sort of try and confuse the audience, but also a way to I'm just gonna put this up so I can see how long we're going for. Like try and manipulate Winslow, like try and manipulate him and try and make him think he's in the wrong, because the movie is about fucking both of them losing their mind.
Yeah,
especially Robert Pattinson's character.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's a lot to take in. First of all,
yes. Sorry.
Second of all, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I was listening and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I'm okay.
Like I'm remembering this part.
I'm really bad at
No, but I understand it though.
But that happens a lot in the movie where something will happen, right? And then the Wake will blame Winslow on the situation.
Exactly.
And he's like, "What are you doing? Like you're doing shit."
Yeah, and that puts him in the wrong.
Yeah.
But I will say that Winslow himself has very questionable choices in the entire film as well.
Yes. Name some of them.
Bird.
He fucking
destroyed the fuck out of that.
He hit it like 20 times and it was dead in the first like 3.
Yeah.
And then that's could be why the movie takes the turn that it did.
I think it is. What's the saying about? Oh wait, no.
I know
it. I know. Wait, you know it right now?
I think it's bad luck to kill a seabird.
Quotes.
Is it bad luck to kill a seabird?
Let's see. Why'd you spill your beans?
Oh yeah, that was like scary.
Where the fuck is it?
Bad luck.
As if it's not like up the top of
I thought it would
quotes.
Be. But then he says like, "Oh, why is it bad?" He asks at one point in the film, he's like, "Why is it bad luck to kill a seabird?" And then he says like,
"Oh yeah, because
the souls of sailors, something.
of dead sailors,
yeah,
inside the
birdies.
Damn ye, let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow."
Hark! There's a fucking part where I was like, why the fuck did this turn into some weird BDSM fucking furry shit?
Literally, look at this.
What?
This is the monologue that he does.
Hark, Triton! Wait, let me I want to try and read it.
Right,
in
read
his voice. Hark, Triton, hark! Below, bid how farther the sea king rise from the depths, foul in his fury. Black. Oh, fucking, I don't know. I can't do this shit. I can't.
Literally, Willem Dafoe.
All right, have it your way. I like your cooking. That's what he sounds like.
If I had a steak,
I'd fuck it. That's what he said.
Thanks, Robin.
And then fucking the guy's like, you're losing it, mate.
Yeah. Straight away.
But yeah, I think like Wake sort of encourages Winslow to think more freely and sort of go more mad. And then when he reaches a level of madness, Wake ridicules him for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Do you know what I mean? Like he encourages the madness, and then when something bad happens, he's like, "What are you doing? You're losing it. I'm going to put this in the logbook. I'm going to disregard your pay. I'm going to, do this shit."
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just Wake wanting Winslow to drive himself insane, maybe even kill himself.
Well, so
then he can keep the light to himself.
Yeah. Well, the keeper before him died.
Exactly. And that's probably from his manipulation as well.
Yeah. Do you reckon Yeah, that was one thing that I wasn't like. Did he kill him or did he kill himself?
Oh,
But
I
we don't know.
reckon he killed him. Like, maybe he did kill himself,
Yeah.
but I think the cause
It
of
was-
that
it
was
was-
Wake's,
it was
manipulation.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Oh fuck! I've lost my train of thought now. This is not good, Rui.
I straight away I'll bring up cinematography.
Oh, it's really weirdly beautiful. I think
Yeah,
it's shot really
there are
well
some
and really clever.
Yeah. Oh, I love the any scene that has rain and thunder
Yeah,
and seeing that in black and white.
it adds a new level of like darkness and like just like morbidity. That it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, how does he? There's one shot in the film. There's two shots in the film that are quite similar. And they're I like them both, and I think they'd probably, if you were to take out like a bunch of shots from this movie and like put them in a compilation, like best shots from the light, like some random fucking TikTok that's like, movie cinematic moments that made me feel something, part 8 or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like movies that made me feel something, part 2, and then like the Lighthouse, and then it's just on the Lighthouse, right? And then
It
it's
made
like
me feel suicidal.
made me feel fucking crazy. Made me feel like my head hurt.
Yes.
Like, so there's this shot right at the beginning of the film. So they get onto the island,
Yeah.
right? I think it's on look up the Lighthouse like poster. There's
Yeah.
one, and it's just like the two of them,
Yeah.
and they're just like looking like directly at the camera.
This
And
one.
it's like a headshot.
Is that it?
No.
Just swipe on the posters. There'll be more posters.
Come
Come on.
No.
Show me the posters here.
No.
I think I know what
None
you're
of these
talking
ones.
about. Was it a shot at the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they get on the island
think
and then
everyone
they're
knows about that
watching
one.
they're watching the boat. It was like used for promotional stuff, I think.
Yes. The boat going away.
And then watching the boat go away, right? That shot is really just cool, and the way they're just like.
Yes.
And then there's a shot later when they're waiting to leave and they're standing on the rocks, right? And it's a
Yeah.
bit more framed back. It's a bit more sort
Yeah,
of like
because I noticed that shot was used.
a wider shot, and it's
Yeah.
like them just standing there again, like watching.
Yeah. I noticed that there was a second one like that.
Similarities, bruv. I think anyway. I could be wrong about that.
Fuck yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to look for that.
it's
image
just
now,
like
but
so
I can't
much
find
in
it.
this fucking movie that it's like a lot to take in.
I think my
and talk
favorite
about.
shot is when
What is your favorite shot, Rui?
Thomas
Garcia?
Wake is nude and staring
And
Winslow
his
on the
eyes
floor, and
are
his
fucking-
eyes are the
are lighting
fucking
up.
lighthouse cunt. It's fucking insane. Also, fun fact: did you know that the lighthouse itself was built entirely for the movie?
I didn't know that. Actually, I think I might have heard that somewhere, but I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
There's images of it being built on the fucking hell. I was down here somewhere and I could see it. It just reminded me of that. I think everything was built for the movie.
Yeah, the whole like set looks, and I think you could tell too. It's really
Yeah.
cleverly done. The only thing that's different is that it wasn't shot on an actual island.
Yes, that's
the only,
true.
That's like the only thing I can think of. I wonder how they did the seagulls, because the seagulls look really real, and I don't know if you can fucking train seagulls.
To get beaten to death.
Well, just like the way they would like annoy the people. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they probably were.
Trained.
Can you train seagulls?
I don't know. That was just one thing I was watching. I was like, they look really real, but how do they do
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Can you train seagulls? I'm looking it up.
Looking it up.
This is a question that needs to be answered.
Okay, one thing that I had that was sort of related to the manipulation that sort of happens throughout this movie is, do you think, right? Okay, do you think, like, let's use that axe scene for example, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that scene is actually how that scene went down? So, do you think he's actually manipulating him, or could be a completely new take on the movie that you might be like, holy fuck, right? Or do you think, are we seeing how Robert Pattinson's character saw the scene, but because he's going insane, like that's not actually how the scene happened? So when Willem Dafoe goes, "You were chasing me," maybe that actually happened.
Yeah.
Maybe he did actually chase him. Do you know what I mean?
I think I've thought about that just recently because you mentioned it earlier, the manipulative stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like,
like, what if we're just seeing the movie from
his perspective.
one perspective sort of thing, you know?
And, that has evidence behind it because, he sees Winslow's body in the water at one stage
Yeah.
earlier in the movie and he sees that mermaid that clearly isn't there.
But is it?
No.
You know? There's
This movie really does make you think.
I know, it's like, what the fuck is even happening? But it's
I'm
really
trying
good.
to think it. No,
There's a I wanted to bring up like just actors' capability. I think there's one scene that made me really, because I think Willem Dafoe is probably a highlight, but I definitely like Robert Pattinson's character more. I think because he's like the sort of protagonist, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's this one scene, and it's when Robert Pattinson thinks he has everything figured out. And he's like, and he comes to the realization, he's like, you killed the last keeper.
Yes, I remember that.
I found your curse, like your mermaid curse thing, and I broke it and I'm free or something.
Yeah.
And he goes in this big like monologue, which makes him more like how you said before, he makes him more like the other character.
Yeah.
But that scene was the scene that made me be like, oh fuck, like he's doing like really well. And there's a lot of scenes where just Robert Pattinson really embodies like the losing it. Fucking I'm loser, you know.
I feel like he's played that kind of character a lot lately too.
Yeah.
I think Good Times similar.
I think he loses in Good Time, I've heard. I could be wrong. We'll
know
find out.
Yeah, we will. Hope the same happens in his next movie, The Devil All the Time.
Yeah, he'll do good in that.
That'd be nice.
It would be good.
He's obviously going to do the same in the Batman too.
Oh, fucking yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You saw a little bit of it in the trailer.
Yes. Wait, which part were you talking about?
When he's punching the people.
I was thinking more when he goes to attack the cop in the station. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I want to see that. I want to see how that's going to go down.
Yeah. Gordon was there, hey. Okay, well, no, we got to stop talking about that.
You can't really see him.
Because it's the Lighthouse.
That's true.
What else you got? Anything else? I mean, you haven't seen Lighthouse. Yeah.
I was going to say just before, the thing you brought up, how he comes to the realization that, he thinks he's being manipulated.
A giant ploy, yeah.
That kind of comes back to your question about him being, are we watching it in his perspective of him going insane, or are we actually watching what's the actual, things going down?
Yeah.
I think we were actually watching the things going down. Because,
I think that as well. I just thought maybe it's like an interesting thing to sort of
because I think
about.
I think that's the evidence, not just the first piece of evidence. I probably if I watched the movie there'd be more, but the fact that he has the book and inside the book he has all these
bad things
written
about Winslow.
Yeah, probably about the previous light keepers as well.
Yeah,
and then the mermaid doll.
Yeah.
I feel like that was... How did he find that again? He was in his bed,
He was in his bed,
he?
and he was like, what the fuck is this? And he pulled it out.
That was definitely planted.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. To make him think that he's got, like, that everything's going crazy.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you think he fucked the mermaid?
No. I feel like, probably just did it to a fish. He's just going insane. Mermaid wasn't real.
He was dreaming... Because there was one... He wanks twice in the film.
Yeah.
I think. And one time...
Now, this is cinema.
Yes. One time, the first one, you just sort of hear it and it's like...
Yeah.
Not like that, but you know what I'm trying to do.
He's actually jacking off right now. Yeah, like that. But like his...
But and it's sort of this rising shot of like his butt like going up.
Yeah.
Because he's like standing up when he's doing it.
That's in the shed.
Yeah. And
then he gets mad.
No. This is the first time it happens.
Yeah.
And then the second time it happens while the storm's happening, right? And you get like flashes of all these things that he's I guess that's like insinuating what he's thinking about.
Yes.
He's thinking about like the mermaid. He's thinking about the guy that he killed. He's thinking about Willem Dafoe's character because it flashes all these different things.
Yes, that's true.
He thinks about like the light. You know what I mean?
The light.
Also, speaking of
the light.
The light. What is it?
Light.
Is it just some like metaphor that's in the film? It probably is, but do you think there's some sort of actual curse happening or something that's with the light? You know what I'm trying to say, right?
I thought about it because, the ending scene's just him being eaten alive by birds and he's dead and the boat's there. And I was thinking maybe the light is just like a... I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because he sees it and then this is really like the audio becomes more and more distorted.
Yeah.
Right? As it sort of goes on when Robert Pattinson sees the light.
Yeah.
And he's like just like screaming and fucking like losing. Like it could be he's completely lost it and he just sees that it's a light.
Yeah.
Right? And he's just like, fucking, are you serious? Like, what the... And he just loses it.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes me think that it's not that, right, is when he gets up there, the light is spinning, right? And it slowly stops.
Yeah,
and then it opens for him.
Yeah,
he doesn't open it. And he doesn't do anything to slow it down.
Secondly, the whole
And he falls down the stairs.
Yeah. I was going to say, secondly, the whole movie is in his perspective. And as soon as he sees the light, his perspective is gone until the moment that he dies.
Well, he's being killed.
Yeah.
You don't see him dead, but you
that's true.
pretty much know he's going to fucking die.
Because his fingers are moving, that's it, I think.
Yeah. No, you hear him breathe. You can see him breathing.
Yeah. I think that maybe the light itself is, something... I will say, Thomas Wake, I feel like he was, injected with the light.
Yeah.
That's not actually his character. That's the light controlling him.
Yeah, okay.
And I feel like that's
cool.
probably what's happening at the end.
Okay.
Robert, that's the process of the light taking control of him.
Yeah.
And then at the end, that probably could be the next morning, but that probably could be like years from when the light, took him. And then I think that moment right at the end of the film where he's being killed by the birds is the moment that the light loses control of him and he just becomes himself again.
Yeah. There was a what was it?
You get heavy, mind control vibes from this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Especially the light.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like a weird scene where I'm gonna mention two scenes here, and this will sort of be like the ending part because we're at the 45-minute sort of time stamp.
Cool.
First one that happens, I think, is Winslow is sort of sus about what's going on with the light. So one night he's like wakes up from something, I think, and he goes up in the night to look at, goes up to that sort of area.
Yeah.
Right? And he gets to because there's he got up the stairs, right? And then there's sort of a cage thing that's above him.
Yeah.
It's like a grate thing.
Yeah.
Right? And that's how you have to go up a ladder to get into that. And that sort of part's locked.
Yeah.
Which is where Willem Dafoe is. Right? And he's on there and you hear this squishy sort of noise. Right? And this sort of stuff drips down through the hole and he sees it and he's like, what the fuck? And then you see the tentacles.
Oh, yes.
Move across
that's
the sort
true.
of thing. You remember?
Holy shit, I completely forgot about that.
When he's up there. So he's like, what the fuck? And then going off your point where he says maybe the light is part of Willem Dafoe's character.
Yeah.
When Robert Pattinson really lets it out on Willem Dafoe, right?
I remember this.
He punches Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
Once or twice, right? And then he stops, and then the person he's about to punch is the guy that he killed.
Yes.
Right? The blonde dude, right? And then he punches him again, and again he tries to kill him, and then he goes and he stops, I think, again, and then the person he's looking at is the mermaid.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, what? And then she touches his face and brings him closer, and he's sort of whatever. And then when he comes back up, it's Willem Dafoe with coral on his head, and stuff,
and he's got tentacles.
And then there's tentacles and shit all around him, and one of them chokes Willem Dafoe, and you can see him all behind chokes Robert Pattinson, sorry.
Yeah,
and you can see him all behind him. And that's what I was going to say. Maybe that's sort of the a representation of the light being a part of Willem Dafoe's character.
Yeah, we just unlocked the lighthouse.
Willem Dafoe is the light.
We should title this episode Unlocked House. No,
what does that mean?
Fucking horrible.
I have no idea what I'm going to call
this. The Lighthouse Unlocked.
This episode is going to be called You're fond of me, lobster! Or something. I don't know what the quote is. Something
the birds that. One.
What is the birds one?
The birds one's the best one.
What is the bird one?
I said bad luck to someone that kills.
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
Or maybe the Cheers one.
Cheers.
Bad luck. Oh, fuck. What is
What are you
it?
talking about? He says this big quote thing before they'd give a cheers, but there's
Wait, I'm going to find it. The Lighthouse. Bad luck to... No, bad luck to kill a seabird was there, but there's another one, a better one.
I don't think it's bad. I think you're thinking of the wrong thing, buddy.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I know it.
Nah, mate. You tripping. You're definitely...
bad luck to leave a toast unfinished, lad.
Yeah.
I got it.
I just remembered too.
Bad luck to leave a toast unfinished, lad.
Nah, mate. But yeah, I think if you haven't seen this movie, I definitely fucking recommend it. You really gotta... It's under 2 hours, It's only an hour
Yeah,
50,
that's
but
true.
it feels like 3.
Yeah.
And not in the way that things feel stretched out, but in the way that there is just so much shit in this movie that it's like,
Another thing
happening?
is that you really need to be patient and pay attention.
Yeah.
The first act is very slow.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just very slow.
Yeah.
There's not a lot going on.
Yeah. I enjoyed it though.
Yeah, same.
It's
I will say that
I hate to be meta, but it is the calm before the storm.
yeah, quite literally. And he talks about the storm coming as well.
Yeah, and you see there's like the innuendo of, or I get not innuendo, but maybe you could call it innuendo, when he like goes to fix the water thing.
Yes.
And then like you see like it looks like clouds.
Yeah.
And it's like swirling in
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, it was smart. It was cool.
But yeah.
Clever, Robert Eggers.
Lighthouse.
Fucking
The Lighthouse. Watch Eggers. Watch the films.
If you haven't seen it, would you rate this movie
Would I rate it?
out of anything?
So I've only viewed it once, and when I did watch it, I rated it an 8.
Okay. You want to stay with that just to be safe?
Yeah, staying with it.
That's
Because
probably-
I haven't watched it a second time, and if I were to watch it a second time,
It's probably about that.
yeah, I think I'd keep
It's
it
like
the
an 8
same.
to I think it's around an 8 to a 9.
I think the only thing that really brings it down for me, is that first act. How it's a
Really?
bit slow.
Okay.
It's entertaining and it's good, but I don't remember as much from the first act
Okay.
that I do from the second and third.
Yeah, I enjoy the first act. I think because it's the calm before the storm,
Yeah.
and because once things get hectic, they are never not hectic.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, until the film rolls credits.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Literally,
I mean?
yeah.
Like it's nonstop fucking chaos and mayhem.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I will
I
say-
think I'd rate it sort of
Yeah.
8 to a 9.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend this movie, and you should watch it.
8 of my points are for watching, Robert Pattinson wanking. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, my 9th point was because you see like cum or some shit dripping Robert
see his
Pattinson's
ass.
face. Yes,
See
you
his
do.
ass.
You see both their asses.
Fuck yeah.
I think.
This is why you should watch the film.
If you're really into Robert Pattinson, this is good. Actually, like if you're actually a fan of Robert Pattinson and you want to see him fucking,
You want
do
to see
some
his
shit,
range?
you want to see this is fucking great.
This is his fucking range. And Willem Dafoe's range. I've seen him in a few movies, and this is...
Willem Dafoe is fucked in this movie.
Wow.
Not in like a bad way, in like the best way.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Very nice.
I mean that in the most positive way possible. No negative at all, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good good movie, I
That'd
think.
be it. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. I guess that can kind of sort of conclude that segment.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Lighthouse related, probably not. I do want to say that I very much want to watch The Witch, and I
Yep.
think that can be,
Okay.
on the to-do list.
Yeah, we could do like an A24 thing one day.
Yes,
like
that'd be really good.
Scary things.
we've
Did I tell you I bought an A24 hat?
No, but that's sick.
I got
Kind
one.
of like the Pulp Fiction one.
So my Pulp Fiction one is black. It says Pulp Fiction on it. But the A24 one is white because I wanted a white hat. I've been looking one for ages. And then I
Yeah.
got
A white A24 hat.
so it's white. And then
Yeah.
like it has like A24, like the logo, but it's
White.
like all different like colors.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Looks good.
That kind of reminds
wear
me
it
of
one day.
old Mac.
Old Mac?
Old Mac. Oh, no, not Mac. Apple. Old Apple logos where they have the all white and then like a rainbow.
Oh, yeah,
Apple.
okay.
That's
So
what
it's
just-
sort of like that, I guess.
Cool. I was going to say that if we were to do an A24 kind of series, we've already watched Hereditary and Midsummer. We watched them
They're great.
just a few months ago.
I feel like that would be we'll definitely do those, but I
Yeah.
feel like they will be if when that director sort of releases his next movie.
Yeah.
What's his name?
A.
A.
Wait. Oh, I got the
A.
first one. Avi.
Ari Aster.
Ari Aster. That's
that right?
it. Yeah, Ari Aster.
Ari Aster, yeah. He or Ari Aster, I guess you could say. Whenever his next movie comes out, I think we should do a trilogy
Oh, yeah, for sure.
sort of thing. But I think it would be good to sort of lead up to it. Like with these sort of like, especially when we did like Tenet, but that's because we were just starting the podcast and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's true.
And like this one, because I completely forgot about the fucking Good Time movie, the Devil All the Time movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do sort of Ari Aster film. So that's Midsummer and Hereditary. And if you haven't seen both of those, I definitely recommend them. You right there, bro?
Good Time's an A24 film.
Probably.
No, it is. I knew it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where does it say it?
Right there.
Oh, shit.
I knew it was. I had a feeling. Very
Cool.
strong feeling. It's a heist movie, I think.
Good time.
Yes.
I'm fucking keen now.
Yeah. I've read like plot things about it before.
I haven't.
I'm excited for
I
it.
just know Robert Pattinson.
I've seen a shitload of memes.
I haven't.
And they're very good.
Okay.
You think you're better than me? I am better than you.
I don't get it.
Robert.
I don't get it.
Robert.
I'm sorry, Rui. I'm going to start crying because I don't get it.
You will. Anyway,
Was that another quote? You will.
No, that was Batman vs Superman. I only
will. Do you bleed?
That was so dumb.
Farts blood.
That was dumb.
Sharts blood.
Oh, I can't wait for the Snyder Cut though.
Same.
We have approximately 4 minutes until the hour's
4
done.
minutes, 10 seconds. Do you have anything else? Well, yeah, non-Lighthouse related?
Non-Lighthouse related. No. I was going to say, I want to look up Robert Eggers and see if he has anything like in development.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a movie coming out. I forget it. It's got and that chick from New Mutants, the one who's in Split. Anya.
Oh,
Anya, she's
good.
She's going to be in it. I was looking it up yesterday. And the only picture that was there was a picture of
Northman.
production. Yeah, it's there. There's a picture for it, but it's a picture on set for the Lighthouse because I guess the article that the picture came from used the picture from the Lighthouse.
Wait a fucking minute.
What, mate?
Okay,
What
so
is it,
Robert Eggers has started production after a months-long hiatus on The Northman, a 10th century Viking epic.
Yeah.
Next feature film
Aeropiece type
after
beat.
The Witch and the Lighthouse. Star-studded new project, so more actors. So there's Alexander Skarsgård.
I don't know who that is.
I think that's the guy from Thor. I'm not really sure. You can look it up.
We'll look it up
But
later.
the rest of the cast, Nicole Kidman,
Nice.
Ethan Hawke.
Who's that?
He's really good. He's a very popular, Mayhawk? Mayhawk?
No, mate.
I'll show you later. Willem Dafoe is back.
Oh, actually?
Yes! I feel like he really
Sick.
shines. He really shines under
Good.
Eggers.
Good.
And then, Anya Taylor-Joy.
That's her name.
And I think
that's the one, right? I'm not sure.
I'll show you
That's the
Ethan
name?
Hawke real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I have one thing here that I didn't get to get to in the first part of the bullshit section. Oh, show me.
Ethan Hawke. I know him from Boyhood.
He looks like... What the fuck?
Those are probably like...
Bro, he
older.
looks like the dude from... Oh my God, what is his name? Mark McGrath.
Mark McGrath.
He looks like Mark McGrath from
This is
fucking
what he's
Sugar Ray. I'm not even kidding.
Boyhood.
I
This is
heard
what know
Boyhood's
him
good.
from. Yeah, Boyhood's
And
really
Dead
good.
Poet Society.
Yes.
I watched that.
I haven't.
That was good. It's got
Dead Poets in it.
no. It's got oh my God. Robert Williams.
Oh.
Robin Williams. Sorry, I
Rip.
butchered that. Fucking
Rip.
hell.
Rip Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sorry, I didn't get to this. Falcon and Winter Soldier resumed.
Bro!
Confirmed.
Okay, wait, I showed you the video.
No.
The not behind the well, it was behind the scenes because somebody we did talk about last week. Remember somebody was in their like apartment or unit and they could see the filming down on the street and it was US agent fighting.
I don't remember this.
What? I've shown you.
Well, maybe a while ago. I don't remember it now.
Maybe not. I will show you real quick.
You can show me after because they can't see it.
Okay,
So,
that's true. I'll describe it. US agent is fighting a bunch of, I don't know if they're like SHIELD agents
Okay.
or just mercenaries or something,
Yeah.
but you can straight away see from the behind the scenes footage that US agent is very violent.
Okay.
He's using the shield
he's
to
a
bash.
bad.
Yeah,
He's a bad guy.
I know. But like you see Captain America using the shield and I think the most violent way he uses it is in that Civil War scene where he's in the room where they've got the gas masks. Right at the beginning, Scarlet Witch launches him into a room and he fights a bunch of people with gas masks on.
Yeah.
And then he's stuck behind a wall because the guy's shooting at him.
And he goes, "One ding, ding, ding," and
then it hits him in the head and then he kicks him into the wall.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably the most violent thing
I was
going to
say some stuff in Winter Soldier when in that opening sequence when he's like running and invading that boat and he
Yes.
just fucking like obliterates all of them.
I guess that's like he's more hand to hand because
Yeah.
he's obviously a very skilled combatant and
Yeah.
not as much with the shield as he is with his hands.
Yeah.
Whereas the US agent isn't as skilled when it comes to his hands, so he uses the shield to its full effect.
I was going to say I think Cap probably uses it in a more defensive manner where he uses
yeah.
it as like
Oh,
his
yeah.
attack choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's one like not a shot, but you see him filming and you see how he just cracks somebody against against the skull with the shield, and straight away I'm just so excited to see it.
Cool.
Another behind the scenes shot from today showed. Remember what you were talking about at the beginning
wasn't it Winter Soldier and Mackie?
That was one of them, but you know the bad guy from Captain America, the Winter Soldier, right at the beginning of the film, where he wants to fight him without the shield on.
Yeah.
That guy, he's back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, I forget his...
Barkov or some shit like that.
I know you're talking about.
Basically, he has a proper like villain name and villain suit in the comics, and he's actually going up like over the color scheme. His suit looks like it.
So is Falcon. I'm so keen.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. WandaVision is also filming again. That should be done by the end of the year.
Are we gonna get it by the end of the year though?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I want to say Wiccan and Speed, dude. The sons of WandaVision. Wiccan and Speed.
Is Evan Peters like?
Yes, but I don't know if he'll play.
I don't know if he'll
Quicksilver
be in. Who's supposed to play Speed?
Well, Speed, maybe.
Because that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Or someone said. I don't know.
I said that for sure. I said that. I know I said that.
I don't know.
Well, I guess that's really it.
That's the end of this week's one.
Yeah, we didn't have as much news this week, I guess, but
stuff
there's lots of developments now. You know, we're getting out of coronavirus.
Sort of.
We are obviously not fucking America.
No,
but we're getting to the stage where people like film studios are starting to film again. And there's more. The Mandalorian's coming close.
There's some other movies coming out and shit.
And I swear to fucking God, if there isn't a Mandalorian trailer by the next Tuesday, that's it.
If it comes out,
I'm boycotting it. But I think that's it. Might have to wrap it up.
I think that's everything. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this week's episode or any episode that comes out after this, depending on the time you're listening to this, or any episodes that come out before this, please consider giving us some sort of rating, whether it's leaving your thoughts about the episode in its sort of comment thing, or leaving a 5-star rating, because that would be very much appreciated on Apple Podcasts, or giving us a like on the YouTube. There, anything and everything helps. So
follow our socials.
Yeah, at Void Boys Pod on Instagram, and subscribe to the Void Boys Podcast on YouTube.
I believe that probably this week, anything that I see, I'll probably try and post more. I'll get some opinions up there. I've seen a movie page that posts all these movies and they're like watched or not watched.
Right.
And that, I like to see the different percentage in like the movies that people haven't watched.
Yeah.
So then I guess that can influence what kind of movies we watch in the coming episodes.
I agree.
But follow us.
Yep.
Leave us a rating.
Have a good
week.
Give
us some feedback. Have a great week.
And we'll see you next week.
On Thursday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.